We are back, honey.
Um,
We are back.
we are back.
Huh? Well,
My
put
bad.
your earpiece in so you can hear, so we
Sorry.
can let these people know that we're back.
We're back.
We're back. After a long absence, we are back. So we just did some relocating from Washington to Texas, and we are enjoying it. We had to get the heck out of Washington. So now we're back. And today, we're just going to discuss anything we want to feel like discussing today, right?
Right.
Nothing specific.
Nothing.
Just go with the flow.
Just go with the flow.
Nothing what?
Nothing.
Just go with the flow, right?
Just go with the
Okay, we just gonna go with the flow today.
flow. Okay. Sounds great.
Talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
Anything we want.
That's what I said.
I can talk about anything I want to talk about.
Just not about me.
Well, then we're just gonna talk about me. 'Cause you said don't talk about you.
Well, you know what I mean.
Okay. Alrighty then. I guess I got some issue going on with my eye today, so I apologize if my eye looks kind of messed up. My wife punched me in my eye, so I'm kind of like, my eyes. I don't know if you can see it from here, but she punched me in my eye. I was doing a TikTok earlier, and she punched me in my eye, and now my eye's all swollen.
No, that's not what happened.
So what happened then? Explain what happened.
You were talking junk and got immediate karma.
Actually, it wasn't my wedding ring,
It was a ring.
but it was you that caused it.
No, I was nowhere around you. I was in a whole different room. And you came out and said, "Look at my eye," and I said, "Well, that's karma."
But I wasn't even talking.
Instant
I wasn't even
karma.
talking junk.
He was. He was always talking junk. That's all he knows.
Anyways, so we moved from Washington. We've been here in Texas about what 9 months now. We moved in August of last year.
Mhm.
So we bought a house in Texas, in Central Texas. We moved from Washington State. We're enjoying it. I mean, it's ugly outside now. I mean, Texas got the most bipolar weather that I can think about. I mean, it's either raining or it's hot or it's cold. And just like the drivers here, they just don't know how to make up their mind, right?
Right.
It's horrible. What do you think? What do you think about Texas?
I love Texas, but the weather is very bipolar. It's could be 90 degrees and then it could be 55 2 seconds later.
Yeah, and it's usually
It's
cold at
kinda
night.
like you just don't know.
Why do you have to take it? Ain't nothing about me. We talking about the Texas weather.
Yeah, kinda bipolar like you.
I'm not bipolar. Never mind. Anyways, Texas weather is just very different. So
You
now
and you
come.
had to do that right when I was drinking, right? You had
s-
to put the camera on me.
I didn't do anything, but anyway, come August, it's gonna be like 110 degrees outside. But I think it's better than the weather in Washington, where in the wintertime
It's
it's really cold, freezing in the summertime. It's that desert heat, right? You don't agree?
I didn't say anything, I'm just listening to you ramble
Well,
on.
I said right, so that means I should get a
Oh, so
response.
that gets a response. Yeah. It's not cold in Washington in the summertime, but it's cold in the winter time.
Well, we know it's not cold in the
You said
summertime.
it's in the summertime, and then it's that.
Well, it's colder in the summertime in Washington than it is in Texas.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's just the heat. Here it's the humidity. There it's just the sun just beats you up,
Yeah, I guess you're
right? The sun is just horrible and the sun just beats you up over there. Here in Texas, it's just the humidity. And when it's wet outside, it's just you can't breathe. It's muggy, but you can get used to it. Because I mean, it does get cold here, but it doesn't get cold where it's like in Washington, where in the wintertime it's just like really horribly cold and the snow.
See, I disagree with that. I think that there's a lot of snow in Washington, but I feel like when it gets cold here because it's so hot and I think the temperature drops so fast that it's, like, really, really cold. If it's a different kind of cold, but it doesn't last long. Like, in Washington, it's cold, but Texas cold is, like feels like it's cutting you with a knife, it's so cold when it's cold.
Texas?
That's what I feel like.
No, I think Texas cold is different because it's always windy here in Central Texas. So yeah, I guess
Yeah, the
wind
wind is horrible.
when it's windy
It looks like it's
here,
burning your skin in the winter. That's my story, and I'm
I
sticking
don't
to
know
it.
what you're talking about. That don't
Okay.
even sound right.
Alright.
But I guess she could be right. I
I am
guess
right because
I just
I'm a woman, I'm right.
my opinion of Texas is that when it's hot here, it's hot, it's humid, you can't breathe. It don't burn your sun, don't burn your skin like Washington does. Washington, the sun burns your skin. It's a dry heat, and it's just horrible. And of course, the cost of living is worse in Texas in Washington too.
Say, what are you talking about? The cost of living is worse.
It's bad in
It's
Washington. It's
very expensive.
horrible.
Okay, we got it. It's very expensive there.
But we need to let the people know how bad it is so they don't go there and experience it themselves, right?
Well, maybe that's where they wanna live. You can't tell somebody where to live.
No, I can't tell somebody where they live, but you can give
Some
them.
people like it there. Some people think it's beautiful.
It is beautiful there. I agree. It is very beautiful
And
in
some
Washington.
people
It's
have
nice and green.
some people have enough money to live there, and they don't feel like it's expensive.
I think it's nice and green there. It's very beautiful. It's got the mountains. Texas is very flat. There's really no mountains. It's got its own different rolling hills, but it's not like Washington where you have Mount Rainier, Mount Hood, Mount St. Helens, and all of that. But it's very beautiful. But the cost of living there is horrible.
Yeah, if you wanna sightsee, I believe that's the place to go because it is very beautiful there. But
Yeah, if you want to sightsee, it is beautiful there. It's nice and green, but at the same time, it's just. I mean, is it worth it?
well, that's
I don't think it's worth it.
it's up to the people that wanna go visit it.
Do you think there's more stuff to do there than there is here in
No,
Texas?
I don't. I think there's a lot more to do here in Texas, but you gotta also think Texas is big. Like, Texas you could fit Washington into Texas 3 times.
That's true, but I still think there's. I don't know. I guess it could be evenly. It could be even.
It's just the cost of living's better here, but then there's a downfall because it depends on what your career is, you could not make much money, and in Washington, you can make a lot of money. I mean, here you can make a lot of money too, but not if you're gonna work, like, at a restaurant or in the food industry or, like, you'd have to have, like, a major career to for the benefits to live in Texas.
Yeah, and um, because the minimum wage here is the federal minimum wage, which is $7.25, and the minimum wage in Washington is what, $15 an hour,
Seven it's like
16.75.
$17.
Oh, it's 17 now. See, that's crazy, but the cost of living of everything else raises.
Right.
So if you want to rent a one bedroom, let's say you want to rent a one bedroom, you're single, you making $30 an hour in Washington, and you want to rent a one bedroom apartment, you're spending like $2,100 for a one bedroom apartment in Seattle. Where here, that's mortgage payments here for a house. You
Right.
know what I mean? Even though you're not going to make the same amount.
Well, yeah, and their house is more expensive, right? Because our house in Tech or in Washington, I don't even know where we're at, but in Washington would be like almost $1,000,000, half $1,000,000,
Right.
right?
We moved here and we got a 5 bedroom,
Mhm.
3 bedroom house, and what we paid for this.
Yeah. That's what
That's
you
what I
said.
said. A 5 bedroom, 3 bedroom. Oh, three bathrooms.
Bathroom
Sorry,
house.
We
Huh?
got a 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom house for a pretty decent price.
Mhm.
And the price that we paid for this house here in Texas, you'd be spending what, over $500,000 in Washington, more than $800,000 in Seattle if you was living in Seattle.
No, yeah, when
And our mortgage is pretty good. I mean, what we pay for mortgage here is what you would pay for maybe a studio in Seattle, right? Yeah. So our mortgage rate, right? What we pay in our mortgage here, you'd be spending for a one bedroom apartment in Seattle. That's the cheapest. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Everything is going up. Period.
well, it's going up here too. I mean,
Yeah, everything is going up no matter how you look at it.
right.
But I
I
just
think you
think.
just gotta find a place that fits you. I don't think that some people love Washington, some people absolutely hate Texas. Some
Okay,
people
what are some of the things you don't like about Texas?
I don't like the food. I'm gonna get a lot of okay. I don't like the food in Texas at all, not even a little bit,
Why not?
because it's too seasoned.
This is coming from a white girl. She said the food is too seasoned here in Texas. She said she don't like it. So that's because she white.
It's too salty. Everything is salty, disgusting. And they
I
don't have no Mexican food here, and what they say is Mexican food is not.
No, it's called
I
they
don't care
call it
what but
Tex-Mex. We were just talking about
it's
that at work the other
nasty.
day.
It's
It's
nasty.
not real Mexican food, which is crazy because you think that Texas is so close to the Mexican border and there's a lot of Hispanics that live here. You figure there'd be real Mexican
Yeah,
food.
it's not. Well, maybe it is, I don't know, but it ain't the kind I like. I
Yeah.
like Washington.
Yeah, Washington Mexican food is good.
Mhm.
But
I
I mean,
don't
is that real Mexican
I
food
don't know,
too?
but I like it. I don't know. It might not be. I've never had I guess well, yeah, I've had real Mexican food and it tastes the same as the Hispanic people that cooked it for me, so I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
I'm not
real.
a big Mexican food, Hispanic food person. I mean, I'll eat it,
Yeah.
so it's hard for me to tell what the difference is between real and not real.
This guy puts ketchup on his street tacos. It's wrong.
Better than hot sauce because I mean, I like hot sauce, but it tastes good. I don't put a lot. I just put enough to just make it taste really
I bet you your
good.
bestie would say totally different. She gets offended every time she cooks you
Well, I mean, that's
Mexican
just
food.
when people cook it. But when I buy from the Mexican store, they don't complain about it because they don't know that's what I put about food, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
But anyway, what are some things you don't like about Texas?
The way people drive.
Oh yeah, I gotta agree with you there. The way people drive here in Texas
They're
is
rude.
just horrible.
Mhm.
They tailgate, they fly by you, they don't use their turn signal. It's just crazy the way they. I think that's my biggest pet peeve about living in Texas
Mhm.
is the way that people drive here.
And it's crazy because, like, people in Texas I mean, not everybody, of course, because there's rude people everywhere, but most people in Texas have Southern hospitality
Right,
until they get in their cars. And
right.
then I think it's thrown out the window because they're rude, they cut you off, they flip you off, they don't feel like you're going 90 and a 70, and I feel like they go fast or slow, like, there's no in between. Like, they're going 100 miles an hour or they're going 20.
Yeah, and when they go 100 miles an hour, they're going 100 miles an hour. And when they're going 20 miles an hour, they're going 20 miles an hour. And if you're in the fast lane and you're doing, I think the highest speed limit here is 85. So if
Yes.
you're doing 90, 95 in the speed lane, they are riding your ass
Mhm.
and you got to get over and they just go flying by you. And then when you're in the slow lane doing 75 and the speed limit 75, they're riding your ass again.
Well, in Texas, unless you have ticket money, you should never be in the left lane.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're in the left lane acting stupid, yeah, you're definitely going to get pulled over.
No, what I'm saying, yeah, no, you're not. I don't feel like anybody gets pulled over in Texas. I'll be like in construction, and in Washington, it's a major fine if you're
Well,
speeding in
yeah, yeah,
construction.
yeah. Yeah.
Here, they don't care. It's 55 and they're going 80.
The same thing in the school zones too. They do the
Mhm.
same thing in the school zones. They don't. I mean, lately I've been seeing them driving slow in the school zones because there is a lot of cops out now in the school zones,
But
but
some
they
of their
still.
school zones are ridiculous too because it's 35. It's 35 in some school zones. That's to me is crazy.
Yeah, and in the neighborhoods it's 35 too,
Mhm.
which is still fast because the streets seem like they're a little bit smaller here in the neighborhoods, and it's 35, and kids be outside playing all the
And you
time,
don't have enough time to stop.
and you don't have enough time to stop.
I don't go 35. So if you're in Texas and you're behind me, if I'm on a or on a side street where houses are, I'm going 20, 25.
Yeah, I agree. I'll do the same thing too.
Kids are unpredictable. A ball could go out in the middle of the road and they're gonna run. And if I'm going 35 miles an hour, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. And I think what I don't like about Texas is like the drivers. I definitely don't like the drive. That's my biggest pet peeve. If they could take all the drivers out of the way from Texas that probably were born and raised in Texas that drive the way they drive, I would not be okay. I'd be okay with that. Just take them all away. You know
What are
I
you
mean?
gonna do with them?
I don't know. Put them somewhere. Put them in Germany where they drive 99 miles an hour on the Autobahn or 120 miles.
That don't make no damn sense.
It makes perfect sense.
They live in Texas.
That's okay.
That's where they want to live. I think they should maybe do a driving class.
I don't think driving class is going to help
Maybe because after they've drive for somebody married.
because they say you should drive with the flow of traffic, and even if you drive with the flow of traffic here in Texas, it still doesn't work well.
Well, maybe you should drive in slow lane. That's what I
Even
do.
when you're driving the slow lane, that's what I was saying. Even when you're driving the slow lane,
I drive in the slow lane because then they can get over and drive in the fast lane. I don't like to drive in the fast lane because then they'll ride you even if you're doing 95 and it's flipping 70. It don't matter.
yeah,
So
that
I
is,
just stay in the slow lane unless I need to get over.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Unless you got Miss Daisy driving 20, then I'll go in the
Well,
fast lane.
I was coming home from work and my boss passed me, and he made fun of me because I was on cruise control 75 in the middle lane, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, what else am I? How else am I supposed to drive? I'm doing the speed limit.
Well, they weave. They bob and weave.
Yeah, they bob and weave,
Mhm.
and they don't care, and they will cut you off with
They're-
no turn signal,
They are in a hurry.
and
I
they'll
don't-
flip you off if you're doing over the speed limit and they can't get past you.
They're in a hurry. They got to go to.
It's like where you got to go, and so you should have left a little bit earlier.
They going somewhere.
You know what I mean? Leave a bit. That's why I leave I gotta be at work at 8:30. I leave at 10 minutes to 8 so I can get there 5 minutes early.
Okay, I also have another question. If anybody in Texas watches this, it storms here a lot, right?
Yeah.
And they don't know how to drive in the rain. They literally will go 5 miles an hour. Why?
Mhm.
It's rain. I mean, I'm not fond of rain either, but, like, well, come on, get it moving. Like, you can go a little bit faster.
Yeah, in the rain, they will drive really, really, really slow. And in the snow, when it snows, they can't even drive it in at all.
Well, that doesn't I'm going to defend them for that because it's not snow here, it's ice. Like, literally, like, it was this much ice. We had
Well, the
to
last time, yeah.
Yeah,
The
but
last time.
when have you ever seen snow?
Seen
But he doesn't know what
snow,
he's talking about.
snow here. I've
Yeah.
seen ice.
Yeah, so how are they gonna drive in that?
Well, I mean, when you're from the Pacific Northwest, you can drive in that stuff.
Well, I'm from there and I can't.
I can drive. I don't have a problem driving in snow or ice. You
But
just
you
got to be more careful. But they won't drive in that at all here in Texas. And when they do, it's just like you can drive 3 miles an hour instead of driving 1 mile an hour. You
you
know what
could
I
walk
mean?
yeah, you could walk.
Yeah, you could walk next to them the way they drive out here. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, like right now, it's snowing and it's
It's
raining.
snowing?
It's raining and there's nobody on the
No.
roads because they don't want to drive in the rain. It's like,
They don't wanna get their hair wet. Maybe they
well,
just
close
wash
your
their car.
window. Close your
Well,
window.
they have to
Close your
get
sunroof.
maybe they have to get out.
Well, that's not my problem. They need to figure it out. Let me see. What other things do you not like about Texas? You don't like the briskets. I know that.
I
You're
don't
not a
like
big meat person.
I don't like June bugs. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
like
June
June
bugs. The
bugs.
June bugs.
Uh,
Yeah,
everybody
I
says
can't
Texas
do the June
has,
bugs.
like,
Mm-mm.
cockroaches, spiders, and snakes. I haven't seen one yet, but
I haven't seen no. We've seen the flying, the big flying roach, but not like regular
when?
roaches.
I've never seen a
When we was here the last time?
yeah, fine, yeah,
You seen
water
the water
roaches,
roaches? Yeah, the water roaches. Yeah,
but I've seen snakes too when you're way out in the middle of nowhere.
in the woods.
Yeah, well,
I haven't seen no snakes since I've been here. None. I haven't seen no snakes.
when we lived with our friends, when last time we lived here, they
Oh yeah, they caught some because they were living by a creek.
yeah, but so there's snakes, but June bugs are everywhere, and crickets. They have a cricket problem.
Yeah, crickets, June bugs. June bugs is like in the springtime, and they just devour your house. They're like as soon as you turn on the lights because they're attracted to the light. As soon as you turn on the light, they're freaking right there,
I don't like
right there. I
snakes
mean, it's like and it's like they kill themselves because they run into stuff,
and fall.
fall,
That's
and
it.
then they laying on their back and can't do nothing, and it's just
They're so
yeah, and they're so gross, man. It's just all over the freaking place.
but that's about
But I like everything else about Texas. The Texas people are nice. They're really kind. They will open the door for you. It's yes, ma'am, no, sir, hey, sir, thank you, sir, thank you, ma'am.
neighbors are
The
friendly, like,
neighbors are
they greet
friendly. They
you,
greet you. Yep,
they
yep,
wave when you go outside and say, "Hi, good morning."
yep, yep. Anybody that's walking down the street, they will just say, hi, good morning, how are you? Hello. But in Washington, you open the door for somebody after they leave the store. They didn't even say thank you.
Well, you'd be standing there for 20 minutes because everybody else and their mom's gonna come
Right.
through it. They're not gonna grab it and let the next person
Right. They're not gonna let the next person and they won't hold it.
but I don't
Hold
think
it.
that's just Washington, I think that's the northern
You think it's a northern thing?
I think it's a northern because, like, in
I don't know.
When I lived in Illinois as a kid, I remember same thing, they opened doors for you, they said, "Yes, ma'am." I just feel like when we moved to Washington, it was I mean, I don't know, I think it's different. I don't think it's like that everywhere other than the South.
No, I mean that southern hospitality stuff is really real. I mean, they really are nice. They really are polite. They really will do stuff for you. Versus in Washington, they do not care. You
Not
know what I
just
mean?
Washington, I would say northern. Like, because I feel like
Northwest,
yeah,
Northeast is the same too. Because I'm originally from Connecticut, so
yeah,
Northeast is the same too. I
because I feel
guess.
like you can tell, like, when you're here if the person's not from the South.
Yeah, yeah, you can tell when someone's from
California or
California or
Washington or
Washington or Idaho or something like that, or from the East Coast. You could tell the difference in people, not only by the way they talk, but just their mannerisms and the way they carry themselves. You can totally tell the difference in the type of people that there. I
just
also
like I think you can tell when you're over there that if the person isn't originally from there.
yeah. Mm.
Because, like, when your son, for instance, came there, them not saying excuse me and thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, was really hard for him. He did not like it. He didn't like that people didn't say excuse me. He didn't like that people. I mean, he got used to it after a while, but that was
Right.
one of his things that he's like, these people here are rude.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
he from where is he from?
Which one? Which son are you talking about? Paris?
Well, I wasn't gonna say his name, but yeah.
Oh, well, he was raised in North Carolina.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
So,
that was
yeah.
hard for him. I just couldn't remember where he was from.
Yeah,
that
he was
was-
raised in North, so he had that Southern
Yeah,
hospitality.
so it was hard for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he got used to it after a while, and then you blend in, right? Because then
Right.
you start because like here, my kids were raised and born in Washington, and there you don't say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. I mean, you can, but people
I mean,
are
people take offense to
they
it.
take offense to it. But
Yeah,
so
ma'am. I
here,
mean, it's like, ma'am, you calling me old. That's how they
Uh-huh.
are in Washington.
well,
You know what I
you
mean?
keep saying Washington. That's just how they are in the
Well, I
north.
mean, because I've experienced Washington, so I can compare Washington to
Okay.
Texas.
There's nice people in Washington,
I'm sure there is, but
But-
I can make that comparison because that's where I live.
but now
I lived in California too when I was in the army, and people in California, it's a mixture in California.
there's a mixture in Washington too.
I don't think I've ever met really nice people unless you've known them for a long time.
What were you trying to say about me?
No, I'm just saying, if you've known them for a long time, then you could say, okay, well, they're nice. But if you haven't known them for a long time
I think
and you're walking into a stranger, then they're not nice people.
I think he's biased.
Well, yeah, of course I'm gonna be biased a little bit.
Anyways.
You know what I mean?
I forgot what I was saying now.
I don't know. You were saying something and you just
you
lost
weren't
your
listening.
train. You lost your train. of
Yeah,
thought.
because you weren't even listening to you.
But anyway, so Texas is a nice place. It's great. The only thing I don't like about Texas too. The other thing I don't like about Texas, there's no casinos here. You know the casinos.
I love that. Like, I like to go to the casino, but I love that there's none here.
No, I want to have a casino because you just got to know your limits.
Okay, well, you let me know when you figure that
You
out.
just got to know your limits. That's all.
Okay.
If you know your limits, you won't have to have that problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you don't know your limits.
I know my limits.
Okay, that's a
You
story.
don't know your limits.
Okay.
The closest casino is in Oklahoma, 3 hours from here.
Yep, and
it's the biggest casino in the world.
yeah. So,
WinStar. That's the name of it is WinStar. Yeah, WinStar Casino.
Well, one day you can drive there.
Okay, so when I drive there, don't say you're going with me.
Oh, I'll go with you.
But why would you go with me if you don't? You're glad that there's no casinos here.
No, I didn't say that I don't want to go to a casino. I just said I'm glad that's not right there, so that we have access to it whenever we want.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I
Like
mean,
that.
you don't have access to it whenever you want.
Yeah, we did.
You could control that access. And did we
Okay.
do bad?
Yeah, we did.
We did bad in the casino. We didn't do bad. I mean, we
Are
won.
we-
We won lots of jackpots.
Are we rich?
The-
How much money did we spend to win those jackpots?
I don't
Yeah,
know, but we
exactly.
still did good.
Okay.
You say that now because you know what? When I'm ready to go to the casino, don't say you want to go. Since you want to sit here and talk about some, oh no, you need to. When we go to the casino next time, when I go to the
I'm
casino
gonna smack
next
you
time,
because you don't put that camera on me until I'm drinking.
you're just drinking. It's okay.
I
You'll
know,
be
but-
all right. You'll be okay. Why'd you light up a cigarette while you're at it too?
Dude,
I'm just saying.
I'm about to leave this podcast. Is what I'm about to do.
Why? We're just having a conversation. We're having
What
fun.
is me? What did that have to do with this podcast?
What?
Nothing. No, I'm not even going to repeat it. Anyway,
I smoke too.
I don't need everybody in the world to know that I smoke.
I smoke
I don't-
cigarettes. That's it.
I don't need them to know.
It's not like we're saying we
Oh,
smoke,
my
as
gosh.
in we smoke, like in smoke.
I don't need them to know if I did or if I didn't.
Just a cigarette.
Well,
It
I
ain't gonna
don't
hurt
care. People
nobody.
be judging about everything. So.
Yeah, people judge about everything. I'm sure people would judge us about our podcast when we're done.
Oh, I
when we
don't give
post
a
it. They're
damn.
gonna
But I don't
see.
need them to know what I do in my life.
Okay, all right. So I won't tell them that you pick your toenails too, right?
I don't not pick my toenails. That would be you.
You do paint your toenails.
You just said pick.
I thought I said paint.
Oh, you're so annoying.
My bad. I said paint, right? Or did
So
I say pick?
And look, I pick up the cup to take a drink, and he puts the camera back on.
That's
me.
not me. It's automatic.
No, it's not automatic.
It's automatic,
You're
see?
so annoying.
I can't help that it's automatic. That's what it does. It's automatic. You know what I mean? That's your fault. That's not mine. So, yeah, let's laugh at her. Let's have some fun. My eye is hurting so bad.
Karma. Could you take the camera off me so I could take a drink, please?
But anyways,
I'd appreciate it.
so we was talking about what we like and what we don't like about
I don't
Texas,
like
wasn't
you
we?
right now.
You never liked me. Duh, that's a given.
Okay. I said all the things I don't like about Texas.
Anything else? What
No.
did you love about Washington?
That my family's there. That's what I love about Washington. My
Ah,
family and friends are there. There's nothing really besides that my family. I that's just all I knew. I mean, there's nothing that stands out that I can be like, I love it so much about Washington. Besides, my family lives there.
I can say that
Oh, the food. I love their Mexican food there, and that their food doesn't taste like a pound of salt. That's what I love. If I could go there to eat, I'd be so happy.
when their food is okay, but it's expensive. You're gonna spend a hell of a lot of
I don't
money to go
care
get their food
because
in
I would be
Washington.
swollen because it has so much sodium in it.
I think the food here in Texas is flavored well. I
Thank
like I
yeah.
like flavor.
I'm sure you
Of
do.
course, you got the black guy and then you got the white girl, so there's a big difference in what we like as far as flavor.
Mm.
But that's okay. That's okay. Because certain foods, yeah,
Just because I'm white doesn't mean that white people don't like flavor. I'm just old and my taste buds have changed and I don't like it to
I'm
taste
old
salty.
too. I'm old
Well,
too, but my
yeah,
taste buds has not changed because
yes it
I
has.
still like my
Yes it
flavor of
has.
food.
It has too.
I still like my food seasoned. I like my salt. I like
Mm.
all of that. I can't eat bland food. Period. No matter what it is, I cannot eat bland food.
Well, maybe if you
There's
did,
nothing.
it'd be good.
There's nothing good for you in this world anymore.
That'd be better for you.
But there's nothing even better for you anymore.
Oh,
The
my
only thing
lord.
that's going to be better for people in this world
Is you to be
now
quiet. That's
is
what's gonna
if
be better
you
for people.
is if you farmed your own food. But even if you farmed your own food, the stuff that they put in the dirt
We ain't
is
talking about the
even
food. We're
bad.
talking about what you put on the food, like the salt. Your food will already be seasoned, and you will re-season it. It's crazy to me.
Because a lot of times it burns off the seasoning when you're
What?
cooking it.
No,
It
it
don't.
doesn't. No.
It does burn off the
Just
seasonings when you're
like
cooking it
who wash?
sometimes.
I need people to put in the comments who washes their meat, who washes their hamburger after they fry it. Who they think if you wash the hamburger after you fry it, you haven't put no seasoning on it, you take out the seasoning. I'm like, you don't. You're
No,
cleaning
you
off the
take out
nasty grease off of it.
you take out the natural ingredient. You rinse it
Yes.
off the natural
And you
ingredient.
should because it's gross to have all that
But
on
when
it.
you cook it, it burns a lot of oil.
But
But then
it's
you just
still covered in
you
grease.
drain the grease once you're done
Yeah, but
cooking.
you can't drain all the grease, so you gotta wash the grease off.
I've never seen anybody wash their meat until I saw my wife wash her meat.
I don't
I've
anymore because he
never
complains about
I've
it.
never seen anybody wash their meat
And I wash my meat and I have
puts it in the strainer and washes it off. I've never
I don't have
ever
high
seen
blood
that.
pressure, I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have high anything, and I wash my meat. And then I stopped doing it and started eating the way he eats, and now I'm this close to having high cholesterol. And I've never my whole life, I did it the way I liked
But
it,
I don't
and
have high cholesterol. My cholesterol levels are elevated a little
mine are
bit.
too and have never have been because I don't wash my meat no more.
I have high blood pressure because I'm black.
Oh my god.
That's
not
a black genetics.
Tell your
It's
whatever makes you
genetics.
sleep at night.
It's genetics.
It's the way you
That's what they say. That's what the
Okay.
doctors told me.
No,
He
the
said,
doctors
he said,
don't
you black. That's why your blood pressure is so
the doctor lied to
He
you.
said, you black. That's why your blood pressure is so high.
Mom and dad ain't black and they got high blood pressure too.
Yeah, but they give them something different to take care of it because black people, they don't like to treat us.
That's crazy. That's why you're treated, right? No, they just want
I'm
your
just joking around. I'm just talking crap, y'all.
They-
That's not true. Doctor did tell me that. I'm just making that crap up.
Yeah.
For real, though. For real, on a serious note.
Mhm.
I just had to throw that joke in there, for real. Anyway, so, there's a big difference between living in Texas and living in Washington. I really enjoy it. I really like it. I mean, I don't know if I want to say it's a safer place. I want to say that where we're living at is a safer place than where we were living in Washington, right?
Okay, so people don't understand that Texas is huge, right? So there's crime in Texas because there's crime everywhere.
There's crime everywhere, yeah.
But it's not as noticeable because it's not every day,
Right.
right? And
Right.
it's so big that when people say Texas, they just think of Texas. Like, so that means it's
Yeah, they think of Dallas and Houston and Austin.
right. Just like
When they think of Seattle,
there's-
Washington, they think of Seattle.
right? So
Yeah,
like I've had so many friends and even my dad. Like, so I guess there's a lot of tornadoes going around in Texas right now. And like one of my friends texted me the other day, and they're like, "You're good, right? You're not where all the storms and coldness are." And I'm like, "No, I didn't even know what was going on."
Which store? Oh, the ones in like the Midwest, like
I
Oklahoma
guess. I
and
guess there
Kansas and
I
all that.
guess there's a bunch of tornadoes going on in
Uh,
Texas.
I don't know if any. There might be in northern Texas on the Panhandle, but there's
I don't
nothing
know.
going on right
But,
here.
like, that's what I'm saying. It's so big that you don't like, in Washington, there's a lot of crime, like, a lot of crime, but it's not as big, right? Like, there's a lot of crime here too, but it's
Yeah, so
so
per
big,
capita,
it's spread out, like,
right?
I've
So per
never
capita, the crime in Washington is worse than the crime in Texas.
right, but that's what I'm saying, but people don't recognize that because they think they see stuff that happens in Texas, and they think that it's where
Right.
where you're at.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, like I said, where we're at, I mean, everywhere you go, there's crime. Where we're at, it's just mostly property crime or crime that filters from the outside of the area,
Well, it's just like
like
anywhere else.
police chases or and stuff like that. You
It's
know what I mean?
it's just like anywhere else. There's a bad side of town here. There's a bad side of town in where we lived in Washington. There's a bad side of
I don't
town.
know where we lived in Washington was ghetto. I mean, there was a shooting like a block away from
I'm not
us.
saying it wasn't. I'm
Yeah, it
just
was
saying, but
bad.
what I'm saying is there's a bad part of everywhere. And
Yeah,
if you don't go to those bad parts, then
you just mind your business, you'll be fine. Just mind your business. Don't go to all those bad areas, and you'll be totally fine. Don't.
I don't want to say mind your business because if there's something happening, like please help the person.
Well, yeah, yeah.
But I just choose not to go.
So you're saying that if you're in a bad neighborhood, you go drive through a bad neighborhood, and something's happening to somebody,
I
you
well, it
you go
depends.
get in there and
If it's a child or something, yeah, I'm gonna.
well, yeah, yeah. I mean,
But
it depends on the
and if
circumstance.
it's
I
a
get it.
woman,
I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
call the cops. I mean, either way, if it's a man or a woman, I'm gonna call the cops. Am I gonna stop? No, but I hope somebody does.
Well, yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, I can't
that
save
would be
you.
the right thing to do. That would be the right and the
But
moral thing to
but the
do.
thing in Texas is somebody's gonna stop.
Yeah,
Somebody's
that's
going to
true.
stop.
Somebody's going to stop in
It could be
Texas.
somebody's grandma, but they're gonna stop. And if
Yeah,
somebody's grandma stops to save you, boy, you better watch out 'cause she's gonna hurt you.
yeah, yeah. That's because they have that moral capacity.
What are you trying to say? I don't have morals?
No, 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 no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because of the Southern hospitality and the moral capacity that they have outside of a lot of other places, they will stop.
Well, I worked
Because
at
I know in Washington they wouldn't stop.
oh, no, they wouldn't stop.
Where we were at in Washington, they wouldn't stop.
Well, most people won't stop because they want to not even just in Washington, most I've seen things on most people aren't going to stop, right? Because it's they're don't wanna get involved in
You
it.
didn't want to get involved
But
in
I
that
don't think
stuff.
it's just
Yeah.
Washington, I think it's in most places, but in Texas, there's southern I mean, some people don't stop, but, like, I worked at a place and there was a domestic violence thing in the parking lot. They were doing a switch off of kids, and the a person that stopped was a lady, and she had no problem telling that man about himself and getting that child and that
Mm.
woman out of that situation. Most women won't do that. They're not gonna put themselves in that predicament. But here, it's like, you don't wanna mess with a Southern woman, that's all I gotta say. I think they're scarier than the men.
I don't think you want to mess with Southern because everybody in Texas carry guns. Everybody in Texas carry guns.
And
Washington, I mean, everybody probably has guns there too, but they carry them illegally. Here, there's no,
oh, I'm
no.
sure they carry them illegally here too, but most people that you wouldn't even think they have a gun on them.
True,
And
true.
that was one of my biggest things about moving here. I thought I was gonna be really scared about that, right? Because in Washington, we have a gang problem, and so people use guns for things that they shouldn't.
Right.
And then there is good people that carry guns in Washington that know what they're doing. But I thought moving here was gonna really scare me because of
Because
seeing
everybody carries
carrying
guns.
guns, and I thought I was gonna be on edge, but for whatever reason, I'm not. I feel safe. There has yet to be a place that I went and felt unsafe. And I've even drove myself to the bad part of
To the
town and didn't
ghetto, and
know that I was
I
there,
told her it wasn't the ghetto, and
and
she wanted to go to the ghetto.
and I went there and I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't be here." But I still didn't feel unsafe. I felt uneasy, but I didn't feel unsafe, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
No,
Like, I
I
was
get
like,
it.
"Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and get back in my car." But I didn't feel scared for my life.
I'm a big proponent of guns, and I'm glad that Texas has the law that they have. That you just gotta be 21 to have a gun. There's no concealed weapons permit that you need. You don't need anything of that because I think it makes people more responsible. in my opinion. I think it makes people more responsible. It makes them understand the damage that guns can do if you're freaking messing around with guns and not using them the way that you should be, or use them when you need to, not when you want to. Versus Texas, I mean, Washington, everybody there wants to carry a gun to look cool. And so they get into a fight with somebody, they're going to pull it out just to flash it. And the
That's
next
not
thing you know,
you're putting people in character. It's not everybody. It's
no, I'm not saying, I'm just saying based on my experience of what I've seen is
well, I mean,
why I said that.
you were a cop there. I was not, so I guess you would
Yeah,
probably not
so
wanna know.
that's what I'm saying. Based on what I've seen in my experience, is that everybody in the county that I worked in is that because of the gang problem, everyone was carrying a gun just because they thought it was cool and they would pull it out because they want to show it off to people and things like that. I've noticed here in Texas, it's just responsible people carry guns. I mean, I'm sure there's irresponsible people out there carrying guns too, but there's responsible people carrying guns here that they know when they need to use it and how to use it. You know what I mean?
I also feel like I'm sure there's a gang problem here too, right? There's a gang
I've
problem.
never heard of a gang
Well,
problem
that's what
here,
I was gonna
honestly.
say. That's what I was gonna say. I've I've yet to see a gangbanger,
Yeah, I haven't seen
but
one either.
I'm sure there is some because there's gangbangers everywhere, right? It's
Right,
not just in one
right.
place. But I have yet to run into one.
Yeah, I haven't run into one. I haven't heard about a gang problem here.
I've heard
Uh,
about new gangs like they're starting to have gang problems, but I also feel like that's a during COVID, a bunch of people moved to Texas. They're saying like 1,000 people moved to
I think
Texas a day.
I think in the bigger cities you might experience it, like Houston, Dallas. Austin has a big crime problem.
Yeah.
Houston has a big crime problem. They got crime problem with everything over there. Dallas has a crime problem. So a lot of it, of course, is in the bigger cities.
Yeah.
In the smaller cities, you have like, property crime, people stealing someone's cars or breaking into their house. I mean, it's still bad things that can happen, but those are the things that you see in the smaller cities in Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't see, I mean, you do
You
hear
see
about shootings and again, that's everywhere. Like we said, that you hear about that everywhere, but you don't hear about it as often. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I like it here. I'm gonna stay here.
I think we know you like it.
I'm gonna buy my other house here once I'm done with this one. No, you don't want to buy another house? Most people keep their houses anyway. It's just like a car. Most people keep their car
I
anyway between 3 to 5 years. Most people get rid of their houses after about 5 years. Either they outgrow it or they see something else they like,
old,
or they get.
we're not
I've seen people on TV 70 years old buying their
I
houses.
know,
What are you
but I'm
talking
saying
about?
it's not like we're having more children.
No, but you get a different feel for things and you're like, you know what? I want a house with a pool. I want a house with a bigger backyard.
For who to
I
take
want a house with a 3-car garage now because now I got my toys.
Yeah, we need a 3-car garage
You know
because
what I
this guy
mean?
thinks you can't put anything in the garage but a car. Like,
That's why you get storage stuff, so you put the storage stuff in there. I'm not saying that you can't put anything in the garage. What I'm saying is you can put stuff in the garage to where you can park in there comfortably. So my fat ass don't have to squeeze out of the car when I open the door because your car is too close to mine.
I don't park in the garage. So
Yeah, because you can't back out. So that's why
Okay,
you don't
so
park in the garage.
leave my car
That's
alone.
a personal problem. That's not my
I can
problem.
back out. I just don't
I think the other day you asked me to help you back out of the garage because you couldn't back
because he
out.
parked it too close to the
And
wall.
not because I parked my car too close to the
Why?
wall.
There was not another
So
car
another
there.
car could get in and fit in comfortably.
Nobody wants to park in the garage.
But that's not my problem.
So
So
you
when
know-
them hailstorms come out here in Texas in the springtime, I don't want to hear anybody talking about my car got hail and my car got beat up. I should have parked in the garage. Well, you should have moved all the stuff out of the garage.
My
so
car
you
already
can
got
park
beat
in
up by a hailstorm.
So that's why I'm always gonna have a spot where at least I can park. If y'all don't want to park in the garage, that's your problem. If you guys want to stack stuff up in the garage so you can't park in there, that's your problem too. But I'm gonna make sure that I have room at least for me to park.
all right.
If I'm paying my mortgage, I'm gonna have somewhere to park in my car in the garage. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to sell my house though. I want to. If I was to buy another house, I'd still keep this one.
And do what with it?
I don't know. We've got 20,000 kids. They could rent it.
Yeah, they can rent it. They can pay the mortgage on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what most people do.
That's what most people do. They keep buying houses. So
Well, we ain't rich enough to keep buying 5 different houses.
maybe if you'd be quiet for 5 minutes.
I mean, you could definitely do that. I mean, I guess you could take a loan out on your mortgage and buy another house. So, anyways, we just wanted to get on here today because we haven't been on here in a while, and we just wanted to have a conversation and let y'all hear our conversation and just get back into the flow of the podcast stuff and come up with different topics and all that. So we just moved. We got settled. We're settled in now, right? 9 months. We should be settled in now,
Yeah, I
right?
think we're settled in, and I think we're ready to start doing it again.
Yeah.
I think so.
Start making fun of each other on our podcast again
Yeah.
and see how that goes. We might have some guests as well, right?
Yeah, I definitely think we should have guests.
Okay. So yeah,
So have somebody else to talk to.
that was rude. Dang. Okay. Anyways,
I'm just
that's all right. No problem. That's okay. That's totally okay. So yeah, so thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. There's going to be many more of these to come. I know it's been a while, but we just wanted to get back in the flow after we got settled in and make sure that everything was all set up. Right, honey?
right.
So you'll see us here again, and we'll talk about something different next time. Maybe we'll talk about Christy and her smoking and digging her toes or something like that.
Gosh.
Maybe we'll talk about that.
He drives
all
me
right?
nuts.
All right, you guys. You guys have a good night. See you later. Take
Bye.
care. All righty. Bye bye.
Feel like